Welcome back. We're in the Fox 43 kitchen, and we've got an unusual ingredient that you can use as we're starting to cook. Beer. We've got Chef Brendan Mullen from Hill Brewery here to talk to us all about it. Do you use beer often in your recipes?
We do. We try to wherever we can. Thanks for having me, by the way. What we try to do is have beer that food that pairs well with beer.
Okay.
But also we like to cook with it when we can.
Okay.
Here's a classic example here I got working here is our mussel appetizer.
Okay.
It has our homestead ale in it. A little bit of fresh cream, some citrus, some fresh orange, fresh lemon, a little bit of thyme, but it really goes well with the beer.
You just cracked the beer in there, or how did you set this up with the mussels?
So what we'll do is we'll saute the mussels and then we'll pour the beer in, let it cook off a little bit.
Okay.
And then the cream and the citrus and everything goes down.
And then will you have the same beer as your drink of choice with this, or would you pair other beers?
It's always a safe bet. If you're cooking with it, it'll pair really well with the food. But also, you know, we have a lineup of our IPAs here that we don't cook with as much. They have that bitter flavor, but it complements the food really well.
Okay.
So you can do a contrast pairing with something with the hoppiness and the bitter. That'll complement something rich like this as well.
And is this something that's on the menu?
This is on the menu, yes.
Amazing.
We actually just launched a new menu. We really emphasized food that has beer in it on this go around. And this is one of those examples. We also have a couple new menu items up here. This is our coconut shrimp. It comes with a pineapple salsa and an orange horseradish marmalade.
Okay.
That one would go really well with one of our IPAs, some of that pineapple citrus notes. And then we have the fried green tomatoes. Those are beer battered with our Vienna lager. Pimento cheese, corn relish, and hot pepper jelly.
Oh, and what
taste of the
did you say?
South.
What does that pair with? What beer would you suggest with the?
I always like going with the Philly Special.
Okay.
Fried food, rich food. It really cuts that. That's also my favorite beer from our brewery.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Awesome. And what else would you have? The mussels would be an appetizer?
Yes, mussels would be an appetizer. It's great for sharing. You know, we added about 30 new menu items. It was a really big endeavor. We're really excited about it. Kind of get back to our roots of a larger menu, a more focus on beer and food that goes great with beer.
Awesome. And do you have, I know fall season is quickly approaching, will you have fall beers coming out?
Yes, right around the corner from our pumpkin ale and Oktoberfest, another one of my favorites. Also, my favorite time of year is football season right around the corner.
Yep.
So not just great beer and food for the fall, we get you know, we have the Eagles coming up. I'm a big Eagles fan. And, you know, we can grab our beer to go and some of our great food for tailgating.
If someone wants to maybe cook something new at home and use one of your beers to do it, what beer would you pull them towards or point them towards?
I'd say the most approachable beer to cook with is our Vienna Red Lager.
Okay.
We do have in retail stores these cans. We just launched a IPA variety pack, which has been really popular in retail. And we have QR codes on the boxes that you can scan, and it'll pull up a recipe that you can cook at home.
Oh, really cool.
Not necessarily something that you would get in our restaurant, but something a little bit more easy to do at home.
That's definitely something I would need. If I want something fancy, I'll come to you guys to have you help me out. Perfect, perfect. Well, tell me a little bit, what's the preview? What are you and Gabby going to be cooking up a little bit later on?
Next, we're going to do the pretzel crusted salmon.
Okay.
So that gets smeared in our IPA mustard sauce that's made with the Philly Special, and then hard pretzel panko crust on it. With smashed Yukon Gold potatoes, broccolini, and a green herb sauce.
Oh, yeah. You've got a lot of fish here. Could you do other meats and stuff with beer?
Absolutely. You know, we have a ribeye on the menu. That's one of my favorite items. Something rich like that goes great with beer. We have a beer brined pork chop. So we brine that with our porter, and then we grill it, and that goes really great with the porter.
Okay, and this might be a silly question, but if you're cooking with beer, you're kind of burning that alcohol off, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You know, it's safe for the kids. You know, some people don't like to, and that's fine. Not every one of our items has beer in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are cooking the alcohol off for the most part. Yeah.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to do some taste testing a little bit later on in the show. Gabby, I'm sure, is excited to get in here as well. All this information's up on our website. Gabby, I don't know, do you think you're into the beer with your food?
You know what? As soon as I heard salmon, I'm ready to try it. I'm salivating over here, Danielle. I cannot wait to check it out. Thanks so much, guys.